Hey there guys, it's Dashabella and welcome back to another Star Equestrian Fantasy Horse Showcase. Today we're going to be looking at all of the new beautiful storm spirits that you can breed for in Star Equestrian. These fantasy horses are easily one of my favorites at the moment. They are beautiful, they're whimsical, they are the perfect fantasy horse, I think, in terms of an appearance. Like if I'm to imagine a fantasy horse, I think of the Storm Spirit as one of like the first candidates of being the perfect looking fantasy horse. And trust me, once you see them, I think you're gonna 100% agree, because I actually haven't run into any person that has been like, I hate the Storm Spirits. Everyone I know loves them. So if you haven't seen them before, look forward to this video because I'm going to show all these beautiful horses to you, and I have a feeling you will get a big tugging feeling that you have to have them as well. And don't worry, I only have one of them as well. I don't have that many, so we can all be poor together. Anyways, let's have a look at all of the breedable storm spirits that are currently available in Star Equestrian. Starting from top to bottom, we have the Volcanic Storm Spirit, the Black Storm Spirit, the White Storm Spirit, the Solar Storm Spirit, the Snow Storm Spirit, and the Poison Mist Spirit. So at the moment, we have 6 different versions that you can breed for. And guys, I love the theming for these horses. They are just these beautiful elemental horses that have, I guess like their theming is sort of like mist, clouds, that kind of business. Really love how the developers have sort of taken the idea of these elemental cloudy horses, and I guess in my opinion, I think they picked the best elements to give us enough variety and so that we're not breeding the exact same thing, because I don't want to have a whole bunch of horses that look almost the same. Like every horse here is different in their own way. And another thing with the storm spirits that make them kind of stand out compared to some of the other fantasies, they have a lot of special particle effects. And these particle effects look so pretty in game. I'm kind of sad you don't actually know what these particle effects look like until you physically see one of the horses in game. But yeah, the pictures like literally don't show you anything. So now that you know what all of the storm spirits look like, let's have a look at what they look like in game, and let me tell you how you can breed them. Starting off, we're going to be looking at one of the 2, I guess like thundercloud themed storm spirits. This is the white version. The breeding combination for this horse in particular is the Maelstrom Clydesdale and the Aratiri Clydesdale. So the 2 Thunder Clydes are the parents for the Thunder Storm Spirits. There is no other combination that you can use, unfortunately, so if you don't have these horses, you will not be able to breed for this particular storm spirit. Now, this storm spirit, I feel, is so beautiful. It is just this beautiful white, purple, and orange thundercloud with blue lightning pulsing through its legs and body. And the particle effect, like I'm not sure what it is, like the lights that flow through its mane and tail just really add to the look of this ethereal looking thundercloud horse. They are so pretty, and especially in game, they are so flashy. Like the lightning is even more exaggerated in game. And I just love the fact that it's just this like white, purple, orange kind of thundercloud theme. Such beautiful horses. I really like the look of these. Next up, we have the black version of the Storm Spirit. Now, this Storm Spirit, this is going to sound super crazy. The parents for this Storm Spirit is exactly the same as the White Storm Spirit. The parents for this is the Maelstrom Clydesdale and the Aratiri Clydesdale. Now, I know some of you guys are going to have some questions. You're going to be wondering, wait, if these horses have the same parents, how is there a way to guarantee that I get the black and white one? So, unfortunately, I have already had this checked in with a developer. The black and white storm spirits, because they share the same parents, it is actually random which of the 2 you end up getting. So you've already seen the white one. The black one, in my opinion, was my favorite, 100%. It's an angry thundercloud, guys, okay? It's an angry thundercloud. I don't think there's another way to sort of describe it. But I love the contrast between these two horses because for the white one, you had blue lightning, and then for the black one, you have yellow lightning. And I think the yellow lightning is just a really great contrast against the black mane and tail, literal angry thundercloud. And again, you know, just like the white one, it looks so good in game. Just the lightning again, pulsing through the body of these horses. This is the Storm Spirit I currently have, and I love Blackheart so much because of his beautiful appearance. You guys are not going to regret this at all, but just a heads up, if you are wanting to breed a Storm Spirit and you're looking for a particular version, it is random, okay? It is absolutely random. Next up, we have the snow-themed Snowstorm Spirit. Okay, I know for some of you guys, you're going to look at this and you're going to be like, wait a minute, this just looks like the White Storm Spirit. No, guys. No, don't get tricked. So to breed this particular Storm Spirit, or in this case, the Snowstorm Spirit, you need either, okay, you've got a couple options here. You need either a Storm Spirit, an Aratiri Clydesdale, or a Maelstrom Clydesdale as the first parent. You can use any of these three horses for the first parent. The second parent has to be one of the two ice-themed horses. So either the Glacier Storm or the Winter Clydesdale. You can only breed these horses in this particular order. So any of the Thunder horses with an ice horse will get you the Snowstorm Spirit. What makes this horse different to the White Storm Spirit is that obviously it is ice themed, but in particular it is snow themed. So this horse, it might look a little plain in this preview here because it is more or less the same as the White Storm Spirit, but once you see this horse in game, you will realize that there is actually a snow particle effect rotating around and sort of flaking off of this horse. And it looks so divine. Like if I thought of a snow fantasy Christmas horse, this is it, guys. This is literally it. They are so pretty in game. I love the way that they look. I just wish I could chuck a unicorn horn on mine because I think it'll be perfect. Oh, but guys, they are so pretty. Next up, we have a fan favorite, the Solar Storm Spirit. I know so many people that want this horse, and I don't blame them. This horse is worth getting. To breed the Solar Storm Spirit, much like the Snowstorm Spirit, you're going to need one of the Thunder horses for the first parent. So either the Storm Spirit, the Aratiri Clydesdale, or the Maelstrom Clyde. You have to have one of these horses as the first parent. The second parent, though, is the Cosmic Mustang. You cannot use any other horse for that second slot. You can only interchange the first slot for parents. And obviously this combination, as you can tell, is a beautiful like cosmic black hole mix of a horse. I think that's maybe like the theming for this. It's kind of like a galaxy black hole horse. Oh, these horses are so pretty. I love the purple. I love the is it lightning? I guess it is lightning. I keep seeing in like all the sci-fi shows, like all the black holes, they'll sometimes have lightning in them, but maybe it's also supposed to be like constellations. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe they're constellations. I don't know, but this horse is so pretty, guys. The effects, the look, the color, it is perfect. When this horse appears in game, guys, look at this thing. You have electricity crackling around its mane. It's got the light speed, like the light year effect. I don't know what it's called. I think it's like the hyperspace light year effect. I don't know. I forgot. The thing that the Cosmic Mustang has, okay? It's got that effect. It is so cool. Like so cool, guys. Is that not awesome? Next up, we have the Poison Mist Spirit. So to breed this particular Storm Spirit, you need to have a Storm Spirit with 2 points of mastery, so 2 copies of Storm Spirits, and then the secondary parent can either be the Spring Clydesdale, the Autumn Clydesdale, the Summer Clydesdale, or the Forest Lord. Any of these 4 horses can be the second parent, but the first parent has to be a Storm Spirit with at least 2 points of mastery. If you don't have the mastery, then you're not going to be able to breed for this horse, period. Now, this one was definitely one of the more interesting spirits, probably the most unique, I think, out of all of the spirits, because it's more so about like toxic mist rather than being like fire, lightning, water. It was definitely different in my opinion, but I love the fact that this horse is just this very thick, bright, noxious green, and it has purple legs, because normally these are two colors that you would associate with poison, right? With toxins. It's always green and purple. The poison mist actually spouts not only toxic gas, but it also rains down toxins from its mane. It's actually kind of cool. It really reminds me of my ocean lily, where she sort of rains down water, but this horse rains down toxic poison, which it's so unique, guys. I really like this. And the last spirit in the family, we have the Volcanic Storm Spirit. Out of all the storm spirits, this is the hardest one to breed, and I can totally understand why, because oh my gosh, guys, this horse is literally on fire in the design department. So to breed the Volcanic Storm Spirit, you need to have a Storm Spirit with at least 3 points of mastery. So you need to have bred at least 3 Storm Spirits. The secondary parent for this, though, is the Vulcan Frisian, which I think is pretty self-explanatory because we don't really have any other fire horses to use. But the Volcanic Storm Spirit, guys, this horse is absolutely worth breeding. Look at this horse. Flames, fire. It's got some black on it as well to sort of replicate the ash and smoke that you would normally see coming out of a volcano. I love that there's even sparks of lightning crackling in its mane and tail as well. Like, oh my gosh, guys. I've only seen, I think, like 2 or 3 of these horses in game, but they look absolutely stunning. I want to add one of these to my collection, but the issue being that me having to already have 3 Storm Spirits, that's a pretty big prerequisite, guys. Like that's a lot to ask for. So I'll get there one day, but yeah, this horse looks fire in game. So fire. They're so deadly looking. It is not funny. Oh my gosh, look at these horses, guys. So there you have it. That's all 6 Storm Spirits you can currently breed for in Star Equestrian. Let's have a look at their stats together, because I know for my competitive players out there, we have a very pretty horse to breed, but is this horse worth taking to competitions? So according to the catalog, Storm Spirits come with 100 speed, 50 stamina, 100 acceleration, 50 agility, and 100 jump, which I think is a really interesting mix of stats, because these horses are quick, they are very quick to get quick, and they're also fantastic jumpers. But it also comes at the cost of them having a lower stamina requirement and also having way less agility. So I can see a lot of potential for these horses being decent race horses because they have the 100 speed, and maybe even being some really good show jumpers in shorter courses, but the stamina really hurts them in certain areas, especially with any competition that does not give them any stamina back. Although the masteries for the Storm Spirits, when I was looking at these, I was kind of surprised, I guess. Like, they have some pretty interesting masteries. The first one in particular is probably one of the best masteries in the game. So you have Instant Sprint, which is the same mastery that the Vulcan has, that the Quarter Horse has. I think even the Luminous Spirit has this as well. I could be wrong. A lot of horses have Instant Sprint. Being able to instantly sprint from gallop to sprint. I think this is an amazing ability, makes these horses really, really good at being quick very quickly. So great ability, but then I also question, like, why would you have 100 acceleration? That's like the only question I kind of have. Like, it's a great ability, but it kind of, you know, overlaps with the 100 acceleration. I mean, I guess the Quarter Horses do the same thing. I can't really complain. I'm actually quite surprised the next ability is Mastery 4, because I think some of the other horses have it at Mastery 3, although I could be wrong. Mastery 4, we have an ability called Power Surge. During riding events, gain a small burst of stamina when you run out of stamina, and you have 3 charges. This one was a really cool ability because all of a sudden, if you have 4 masteries of Storm Spirits, yeah, they only have 50 stamina, but they have this ability to basically get an instant burst 3 times. Like, this suddenly compensates these horses' lack of stamina in some regard. So all of a sudden, the stamina issue isn't as bad as it originally was, but this also means you need to have bred at least 4 storm spirits to be able to get this mastery. But definitely worth getting, I think, if you want to try and turn these horses into a competitive breed. The last ability at Mastery 5 though, whenever something would grant you stamina, it grants 50% extra. I'm a little 50-50, I think, with this ability. Oh gosh, puns intended, 50% extra, 50-50. Actually, no, maybe it's actually not that bad. You know, I think I changed my mind. I actually think that's a pretty decent ability for certain events. For events where you get your stamina back, you're getting extra back. Okay, you know what? I think I've changed my mind. These 2 stamina abilities have suddenly made the stamina issue on this horse not so bad. But you need to have 5 mastery to have all of the really cool stamina abilities. So just want to keep that in mind. I only have 1, so I only have instant acceleration on my Storm Spirit. But I actually think the Storm Spirits, they are going to be pretty decent competition horses in certain areas. Obviously, there are going to be other horses that are going to do better than them, but I feel like if you're somebody that is new to the game and you want a pretty horse, but also a functional horse, I'd actually look at the Storm Spirits if you have the fantasy horses to make any of these combos work, because yeah, I actually think the Storm Spirits, they do have potential to be some really great competition horses. And there you have it, guys. That's it for my Storm Spirit showcase. I hope the video was helpful for you guys and it helps you decide whether you want to breed these horses or not. If you're just breeding them for collection, 10 out of 10, 100% can easily recommend. But if you're looking for a competition horse, I think to a certain degree, recommend the Storm Spirits. Obviously, there are going to be some other horses that I think may be better, but I do think these horses have a lot of potential to be really great competition horses. Obviously, with more mastery, definitely, but if you're only going to get 1 copy, as I do right now, I only have Blackheart at the moment, even with the instant acceleration, I do feel if I had leveled this horse up and I try and do competitions with him, I actually think he'd do pretty decently. So yeah, I don't think they'll be that bad. Anyways, guys, as always with my Star Equestrian guides, please leave a like on the video if I helped you at all, whether it be just showcasing what the horses look like, if you just wanted to know what the stats were, the mastery, anything like that. I do these videos for you guys because Star Equestrian fantasy breeding is not cheap, and I want you guys to make informed decisions, especially if it involves any kind of spending. Keep an eye out for my next future fantasy horse showcase, but until then, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!